Okay. Good evening, very distinguished Rotarians, Rotaractors, friends, and guests. Good evening to our special guests. Welcome to today's meeting of the Rotary Action Group for Peace Nigeria Chapter. Today is Sunday, 28th September 2025. On this note, I hereby call this meeting to order. Please, let's have a minute silent invocation. Amen. Okay, as a reminder, we'll be having our end of the month induction ceremony. We'll be inducting 15 members into the chapter. There will be spotlighting state coordinators to speak about their various projects for the World Peace Day and Peace Week. And then we'll have a plenary session just to spotlight states that were able to hold the press briefing. We want to know what the engagement with the news media houses were. And then we end the day by having a look into the Rotary Nigeria Positive Peace icon, and then we have the special announcement. So this is all we'll cover today. It looks pretty simplified on the menu, but trust me, it's fully packed. Okay, with that said, I want to invite the National Secretary or the National Assistant Secretary to walk us through the Rotary Grace and housekeeping rule. Rotary Anthony or Rotary Peter, please, if you're on the call, you have the floor. Rotary Peter, are you there? The National Assistant Secretary. Okay. He sent a message that his environment is noisy. Okay. I would yield this responsibility.
John Tart is on the call.
Yeah, we'll have our executive director in due time. Let me invite Rotary Honourary, who was the first person to join the call, to please lead us through the Rotary Grace and housekeeping rules. Please, ma, kindly unmute.
I'm not seeing the grace here.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Good evening, our Rotary leaders in the house. Good evening, everyone who has just joined. I've been called to take the Rotary Grace. O God and giver of all good, we thank thee for our daily food. May Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to serve thee all our days. Amen.
Thank you very much. In the same vein, please read out the housekeeping rule for everyone.
Thank you very much, my chair. The housekeeping rules at the count of District 9141. Housekeeping rules. 1. Please mute your mic at all times, except when called upon to address the House. 2nd, kindly use the chat box to submit your questions, contributions, introduction, and pleasantries. And last but not the least, be cautious, concise, and timely in your address and presentation. Thank you very much, and a very good evening to everyone.
Thank you very much, madam, for that beautiful rendition. Okay.
Thank you, sir. I lost them. What's happening?
Don't worry. His signal's probably just dropped. He'll be back.
I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, he's on
Yes.
2 appliances, so sometimes one drops and he has to come back in on another. Although he seems to be here.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I think the other line went off. Yeah. Good evening once again. Please bear with me. It's indeed a challenge of technicalities, electricity, internet, and whatnot. It rained heavily in this part of Federal Capital Territory, and utilities are a bit tricky. So, once again, I welcome everyone to this meeting. I acknowledge the presence of our Executive Honorary Member, PDG Alison Sunderland, the Director of Rotary Action Group for Peace. September, as we know, it is very remarkable for peace builders and peace lovers. And it's been a period where members of our action group lived up to the expectation. And I'm indeed excited to see that we participated fully and made our presence felt all over Rotary districts in Nigeria. Of course, there are gaps, but for now, we celebrate ourselves for our efforts. And it shows that what we are advancing is gaining momentum. And without a doubt, our disciples and positive peace activators are learning of what should be obtainable or the standard. So I thank you once again and I welcome you to today's meeting. And I yield the floor to our capable Executive Director, PAG Danta Tandus, for his remarks.
Thank you, my chairman. PDG Addison, sir, my fellow leaders that are on the call this evening. You have to permit me and pardon me because this evening I want to welcome us to this very important meeting. Sure our new members to be in the will join the League of Peace Builders, and therefore it is possible. I'm not sure if you've all heard me.
We had bits and pieces. Hello, my ED. Okay, I think in recap, our ED welcomed everyone and sent a special greetings to the soon to be inducted members of the chapter. He's on transit, he's about to board the flights as he mentioned, and we can hear from his background as well. We wish him journey mercies as he progresses to his next destination. Okay. Okay. I don't know if the Vice National Chairman is on the call. Rotary and Miriam Mohammed Abdullahi. Just gone through. She's currently not on the call. I'm sure she might join us before we run out. Okay, at this juncture, I want to yield the floor to executive honorary members on the call. PDG Allison, please, you have the floor, madam.
Thank you. I just want to greet you all again. It's been lovely to reconnect. I wanted to tell you that I've spent a few days in the company of one of your Peace Fellows, Ignatius. He and I were together at the Bradford Peace Centre where we were choosing Peace Fellows for the coming year. And it was very exciting. So just as we're excited about adding more Peace Fellows to our program, we are excited about adding more inductees to this chapter of the Nigerian RAG for Peace. And to just remind you now that you join another 17 chapters, 18 chapters in all, and over 700 Peace Builder clubs. So indeed, it is a family of Rotary, and it's a growing family, but the welcome is big. So we welcome you and thank you for joining. Back to you, Pietro. We haven't lost Pietro. He's still in the room, but it looks like his signal is weak.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we're going to have this scare often. Even on the chat box, I'm seeing lots of complaint about this. We'll try to hold it together. Yes, I was bringing greetings from Brussels, the Fusion Summit of the Rotary Institute that is currently ongoing. I was on the call earlier today with the district governor. She sends her regards. And most importantly, she spotlighted on our foundation. She said, hope peace builders are contributing to the Rotary Foundation, as it is, like we know, the backbone and pillar of Rotary. I assured her that I'll communicate the message and remind Rotarians. I know that we all give to foundation, so this is just as a reminder from the district governors in Nigeria that we should all contribute. They know, they see our numbers, and the logic is if each person contributes minimum of $5, it will go a long way to boost our respective districts' foundation record. So please have it at the back of your mind that we are expected to contribute, more rather deliberately. So with that said, I want to yield the floor to the district peace chairs on the call. I'm aware the district peace chair of district 9141 is on the call, 9126 is on the call, and 9127 is also on the call. So with no further ado, I would like to invite Rotarian Ibimina to give us her remarks from district 9141.
Good evening, National Chair. Good evening, peace builders on the call from the District Governor, District 9141, and all the Rotary clubs in District 9141. We say very good evening. It's been an impactful previous 2 weeks of activities geared towards acting now for a peaceful world. We hope that will not go with the momentum, but will continue to sustain the tempo and the drive as we continuously carry out activities geared towards fostering peace in our various clubs, community, and the 4 states in District 9141. Thank you once again for having us. Good evening.
Thank you so much, my chair. Indeed, we have to maintain the momentum and consolidate on our recent exploits. Rotarian Peter Olumakinju, District Peace Chair of 9126. I don't know if you've changed your environment or if it's still noisy at your ends. If not, we will defer your remarks till further notice. From District 9127, we bring you special greetings. Indeed, September is usually a litmus test of what the plans are or might be for peace in each Rotary year, and this year was no exception. We have our hands in so many other places or jars that it crept up on some of us, but notwithstanding, we appreciate those states that indeed took the initiative and did a whole lot to commemorate the World Peace Day and Peace Week in District 9127 without waiting for a central communication from my office. But notwithstanding, just as the Peace Chair of 9141 have said, we will consolidate on this and make sure that in the coming months, we make our presence even more felt in the district. So thank you very much. Okay. From our associates in 9111, 9112, 9142, whenever they are able to join us, we can spotlight them. Veteran Peter apologizes, is still in a not too conducive environment to unmute and talk to us. Let's hope that changes before the meeting ends. I'm getting lots of apologies on the chats because of network. Please just manage to participate as much as we can, even though the network is challenging. If you get logged out, kindly log back in, and we just manage ourselves as we progress. At this juncture, we want to jump straight into the business of the day, beginning with the induction ceremony. It's important we get this aspect over with because other engagements are for our respective state coordinators to really engage us with. So at this point, the National Treasurer or National Assistant Treasurer if Rotarian, I would like to invite PZC Felicity to bail us out at this juncture. My PZC, are you with us?
Good evening,
PZC Felicity.
Yeah, good evening, my national chair. We lost you at some point, so I didn't hear anything.
Okay, yes.
Can you hear me?
His network, sorry about that. I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So please kindly render the names of our new inductees.
Okay. Good evening, my chair, national chair, PGD Alison, and every other leader here, fellow Rotarians and guests. The new inductees, I take their names and I welcome you all to the fold. Rotarian Olatope Amoni, you're welcome. Rotarian John Akinyemi Sodipo, welcome. Rotarian Beth Nkechi Anora, Rotarian Henry Ozodima Obiano, Rotarian Enibo Albert, Rotarian Ebirin Anthony, Rotarian Ofonbok Dixon Hussein, Rotaractor Chibuzo Esther Eluebubi, Rotarian Owebi Gospel Tare, Rotarian Aibo Khan E. Joshua, Rotarian Vivek Sharma. Then we also have Rotarian Akinul Akinulure Bamidele Omeseri Alexander, Rotarian Adejimi Babatunde Olubanjo, and finally Mr. Rotarian now, because I can see the Rotary way. Or let me say, okay, Mr. Sylvester Elias Ibis. I apologize if I murder your name. However, you are all welcome to the Rotary Action Group Nigerian Chapter and the world over. Thank you, my chair.
Thank you very much, my PZC, for beautifully introducing and reading out those names of the inductees. The 15 of them are further disaggregated across various districts. We have one from districts 9111, two from district 9112, one from district 9126, two from district 9127, six from district 9141, and three from district 9142, bringing us to a total of 15 new members, 14 of which are Rotarians or professionals, that is non-Rotarian, and then one Rotaractor in our midst. To render the keynote address and induction of new members, I would like to invite no other than the highest ranking Rotarian on the call, PDG Alison Sunderland, to do us the honors, please.
I was muted. Thank you, Pietro. It's a great pleasure to welcome you into this chapter. And I'm assuming that you're all Rotarians, but not only that, as you've entered this chapter, you really enter the global stage of Rotarians. And it's that connectedness that actually makes us effective. It's when we join hands with each other that we're able to have greater impact. And as you do that within your own country, within your 6 states, you'll now be able to do it with other chapters, with other clubs around the globe. And I pray very much that you will be fulfilled in your peace building work. You certainly will be given the rudiments and the skills that you need through the training of the Nigerian chapter, which is second to none. You'll be given friendship, fellowship, and mentorship by the members of this chapter, and you'll be given a warm welcome by Rotarians worldwide. So thank you for taking this initiative and joining the chapter. A very big welcome, and we look forward to hearing some of the things that you'll be doing in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my PDG. Indeed, they'll be given mentorship and every other support they require to thrive in the chapter. Indeed, we shall be providing handholding to make sure that they contribute as best as they can to advance the cause of peace. Thank you so much for that beautiful rendition. At this juncture, I don't know if the National Legal Advisor is with us to give the new inductees charge after induction. If she's not here, okay, she's not here. Okay, PZC Felicity, pardon me, I have to disturb you again. You are the only PZC on the call. Our ED is on transit, and then the National Assistant Secretary cannot communicate at this point. So please do us the honor of conducting the charge after induction, PZC Felicity.
All right, thank you. It's okay, my national chair. Let me use this of the charge. The charge or the pledge?
The pledge.
All right, I can see it already.
Yes.
Okay. You're welcome once more. once again, our new inductees, we feel very happy to have you in our midst, and we welcome you once again. Then, please, you are going to, the pledge is already posted on the platform, as you can see from wherever you are. So what we require you to do is affix your name. When they say I, you are going to affix your name while you take the pledge. So we are going to unmute each one of you and then take it, affixing your name. And at the end of the day, so help me God. So at the count of three, after the count of three,
Hold on,
kindly
Felicity.
unmute.
Give them a moment to unmute themselves, please.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
will do so. All right, thank you. Okay, are we good now? If we are good,
Yeah.
let's say yes. All
Yes,
right.
we do.
Okay, you're all welcome. And you got what I said. You are going to affix your name after the I. Then you take the pledge through. After the count of three, you can start. So I count 1, 2, 3, go.
I, John
Akinebeni,
a
as a
member of the
member
Rotary
of the
Action Group for Peace,
Rotary Action
Nigeria
Group for
Chapter,
Peace, Nigerian Chapter,
we
we
support
support
create
to
an
create an
environment
environment
that
that
nurtures
nurtures communities
communities
and
and
supports
supports
enterprise
enterprise by
by
activating
activating
positive
positive
peace
peace
in
in
Nigeria,
Nigeria,
and conduct
conduct
myself
myself in
in
the
the
best
best interests
interest
of the
of the
Rotary Action
Rotary
Group for
Action Group for
Peace.
Peace.
So
So
help
help
me
me God.
God.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, my chair. Assignment done.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my ever reliable PZC, for professionally conducting the pledge of membership. Okay, just to remind our new inductees that their certificates and kits are already available. For their certificates, they shall be downloading them from the pool of certificates. We shall share that by tomorrow. And for your kits, please reach your respective state coordinators. I think there's no state that doesn't have kits, while some will have a few left. No state that doesn't have kits. We dispatched recently to Delta, Kogi, etc. So yes, so please reach your state coordinators. Additionally, you will be migrated to the active members WhatsApp platform. At that fora, you meet other active members, and at the state level, your state coordinators might deem it fit to assign you new roles as a key stakeholder of the Rotary Action Group for Peace. There are also other mandatory peace courses you are required to take, one of which is the Rotary Positive Peace Academy course. And then currently the IEP Ambassador Program registration is ongoing. You are required to register and complete the course. These courses are free. And then other courses as they come up, we encourage you as well to enhance your capacity and come on board. So at this juncture, I would yield the floor to the board of directors on the call to take turns to welcome you by themselves. In no particular order, I would like to invite a board member that I'm so happy to see on the call, Rotarian Austin Bob Manuel. Please, sir, I hope your network is much stable now. Can you please welcome our new inductees and give your remark? Oh, I'm not sure. Okay. Network is indeed tricky. I would like to invite the Assistant National Treasurer, Rotarian Levi Onyekon, to please welcome the new inductees. Rotarian Levi, can you please unmute if you are talking? Okay. I'll now yield the floor to our National Welfare Chair, Rotary and Love Ezema MNI, to please welcome the new inductees. My welfare chair, you are muted, but we can't hear you. Oh, network. It's be a challenge.
Yeah, I think they've dropped off.
Yeah. Okay. Let me quickly scan and see which other board members are on the call.
I'm on the floor since I'm not that if I can speak. It's like that's not.
That's Mohammed speaking, Pietro.
Okay, my ED, please. You can take it up from here, sir.
Okay. Once again, to our new inductees, I want to welcome you to the Rotary Action Group for Peace Nigeria Chapter. You have made the right decision. Peace begins with each and every one of us, from our homes to our communities, and also to our environment. And we believe that coming on board, you will increase the tempo of ensuring that there is peace in every aspect of our lives. Once again, I welcome you and good evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my ED, for that beautiful
I
welcome remark.
also welcome them, but I had a network issue. I joined my Rotarian Mohammed to welcome all the inductees. You're welcome to Peace Building. And as you have come into Peace Building, I pray that the peace will reign in your lives and everyone around you. You are most welcome. Thank you.
Amen to your prayer, my MNI, and thank you very much for those welcome remarks. Okay. Rotaract Happiness and Shari, the Youth Liaison Officer. Please, you have the floor for your welcome remarks.
Good evening, my chairman. Good evening, PDG Allison. Once again, I want to say thank you to Rotary and Allison first for always being here with us and always answering whenever we call. To all our new inductees, you are welcome. This is the best decision you've made. Like I often say, we cannot get too many peace fellows or too many peace lovers. The world needs us to make sure that we have a peaceful world for ourselves and our generation to come. So I welcome you to this family.
Thank you so much, my youth chair, for that beautiful welcome remark. Okay. Once again, I would like to invite PZC Felicity for her welcome remark this time around. My PZC.
Okay, congratulations to all our newly inductees, and we welcome you like Rotary Happiness just said. The need for peace cannot be overemphasized, and we cannot have too many peace fellows. So we need, if possible, let the whole world be converted, and we have a peaceful world. So spread the news, and as you've just come, we expect you to bring others, and please settle in and feel free, and let us join hands together to ensure we achieve peace in the world. And sorry for the weather is somehow today, so I think today is one of those days. So whatever you're seeing when you it's just one of those days, you know, the network has the mind of its own. So once again, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my Peace Zonal Coordinator. Indeed, the network has a mind of its own, but we are coping so far. We'll crawl across the line, certainly. Thank you for that remark. At this juncture, I want to yield the floor to any inductee that feels up to it to represent others and give a remark on behalf of other inductees, please. A response remark, any inductee, kindly unmute and jump at it.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my peace leaders, peace fellowship leaders. I'm Rotary and John Akin Mishodipo of District 9141. In fact, I'm short of words to appreciate this induction this evening. And it's been wonderful working with PAG Ibimina in River State during the peace, towards the International Peace Day. And I found it so fascinating. Anyway, I haven't been a member of the Unified Peace Federation, the Nigerian chapter. I found the one of Rotary so interesting. And I'm very sure the numbers of persons that have been inducted this evening must have also feel so good to be part of this organization. It's wonderful, and I want to, on behalf of my other colleagues, fellow new inductees, to say that we will do our best to ensure that the tempo is maintained, and even do carry out our best in making sure that we do more programs, more activities that will engender peace in our world. And I want to end with this phrase to say, peace be with you. Thank you very much.
And with your spirit, sir, thank you so much for that beautiful response. Indeed, we look forward to having you well integrated.
Thank you.
Disaggregated as we have it on the screen. District 911 still has the lowest number of active members, but I'm sure that will change in due course. Has the highest number, giving us a hot pursuit. Also, so please.
Okay. We might have lost Pietro for a moment. He'll be back.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
It's okay. You'll need to share screen again with the numbers from your districts.
Yes, indeed. Please bear with us.
And you know, if ever you're stuck and your voice is disjointed, if it's a question of reading from the screen, I'm happy to stand in.
It's fine. I think, like Madam Olire suggested, yeah, I'll get that across in the next meeting. Okay, so this is the current disaggregation across districts, totaling 320 Rotarians and professionals, with 12 youths in our pool of members. Okay, the second agenda of the day is indeed a big one. Spotlight on World Peace Day or Peaceful events across Nigeria. This was the icing on the cake, and indeed I was taking my time to collate the project. I didn't know that
So believe it or not, you are all following Rotary Code of Conduct number 1, exemplify the core value of integrity, behaviours and activities. So with your patience, with what's going on tonight, you're all exemplifying that code of conduct number 1 while we wait for Pietro to come back.
Thank you very much, PDG Allison. Today, the weather chose to... Actually, it rained here in Abuja. It rained, and I think maybe it's across. So that has already disrupted the weather and all that. I believe he will soon be back.
yeah, I'm trying to connect with the other line. So apparently there's network in MTN, there's no network in Glo, and when you switch, there's network in Glo, there's no network in MTN. So please, sorry about that. Let me try and share my screen again.
You know what you might be able to do, Pietro, to save? Don't share the screen, read out the slide and then bring the folk in. That might assist.
Oh, well.
Yeah? So you've got your slides, and now I think you were going to ask for everyone what they were doing on Peace Day, so you could verbalize that and then call them in. That might strengthen your link a little better.
Okay. I did rather like spotlighting them with their pictures. That's the least I could do, but
Well, if I
yeah.
can find them on the screen, I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. At this juncture, let's maximize the time and all, and with the challenges we are facing at different pockets. Okay, I would like to invite first, just as I had it ordered on the slide, I would like to invite Rotarian Gloria Thomas, the State Peace Coordinator of Plateau State. I know you are in Brussels. I hope it's convenient for you to make your intervention, ma. Please, would like to know what activities the state undertook in commemoration of the World Peace Day. You have the floor, ma.
Thank you, my national chair, PDG Allison, other distinguished Rotarians who are here. It's a pleasure to join this call. I've been away, like you mentioned. I've been at the institute, so I will start with that. I had the chance to just invite people to join the Rotary Action Group for Peace in their various districts if they haven't yet, during the session on environment and peace. So I hope that will help galvanize more recruits to the action group. Also from our district, I had a couple of people who said they will be joining, and I've shared the registration link with them. Coincidentally, one was the first female president of my club, so she will be joining, and a couple of others whom I shared the link with. So hopefully that too will help to boost our numbers. For the Plateau State event, I wasn't around. I had to travel prior to the 21st, but we had made arrangements for certain activities. Basically, we did radio programs with Plateau Radio Television Corporation. They gave us 30 minutes in the morning on a program called Teen City Morning. Two of our members were on that program. Then KTFM also gave us the opportunity to discuss peace, and we sent another 2 sets of Rotarians to join, to be on that program. And those are the two that we had. We couldn't do a press conference, one, because I wasn't around, and two, the NUJ was asking for some monies that we honestly do not have in our purse right now. So we've kept that aside, and we're going to do a Zoom meeting. It couldn't happen during the week of the 21st because both our speakers were engaged in other activities around the World Peace Day, so they couldn't split themselves to be part of that Zoom meeting. So the Zoom meeting will happen in another 2 weeks, and we're having the Plateau State Peace Envoy, Professor Chris Kwaja, as a speaker, and then the Director General of the Plateau State Peace Building Agency, which is the second peace agency set up in the country, also as a speaker. We hope to have one other Rotarian. The DG Peace Building Agency is a Rotarian. Chris Kwaja is not. So we'll also get one of the presidents or members of the action group to be part of that panel, just to have maybe an hour, 30 minutes or 45 minutes conversation around peace, around diversity, and looking ahead. If you remember, Plateau State was in crisis 25 years ago, and it will be 25 years in 2026, specifically on the 7th of September 2026. It will be 25 years since the just crisis. So looking ahead, how have we maintained and achieved peace on the plateau? And what are we going to do with young people and our diversity in order to enhance peace? So basically, that's what we'll be looking at. And that is what we're planning up to the next 2 weeks. In Brussels, it was a bit of a disappointment for me. I was hoping to see a stand of the Rotary Action Group for Peace, like other people had stands, but that wasn't there. So I was a bit disappointed. But PGD Allison, are you on the call?
Yes, I am, Gloria. I am.
Okay. I'm sending your email to the district governor of Reunion. I'm sure you know the country. Reunion. He is District Governor Clement Alain or something of that sort. He's interested in finding out how they can initiate projects for peace in his district. So I told him that I was going to send him an information, but I needed to get your consent to share your email address with him so that you both can now begin to communicate and you walk him through what he should do in order to probably set up another action group there, and then also projects that they can do for peace on the island of Reunion. So if I have your consent, I'll do that.
You and everyone else on the call has my consent to pass my email across to anyone. It's not a state secret. Please feel free to share it. The other thing is, I'm sorry we didn't have a stand. We weren't given the opportunity. We did have two directors present in Brussels. We had Mavi from Italy, and we had our chair-elect, Dirk Lustig.
It's okay, PGD. Thank you so much. That's my submission for this evening. Thank you very much, everyone, and do have a very lovely evening. Oh, I like this picture.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my PAG. We look forward to the post activities as you've enumerated when you return.
Sorry, there's just one other thing.
Okay.
Some of our recruits are asking if they could do a one-off payment, like the membership payment to be done once, and then they just become members for life. That's one request that I've been hearing around. So just maybe we think about it. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for that insight. We'll reflect on it. Thank you. Okay, I want to invite Rotarian Miriam Boka, the Gombe State Coordinator, to share insights of activities that was done in the state in commemoration of the World Peace Day. I don't know if Rotarian Miriam is on the call. Okay.
I'm not
think,
seeing her.
yeah, I knew I saw her earlier, but network might
Yeah,
have gotten the
we
better of her.
dropped quite a few members.
Okay, let me now turn to Rotarian Abubakar Fauzia Kure, the Niger State Peace Coordinator, to share insights of activities for the World Peace Day.
I'm not seeing.
She was here earlier.
Yeah, she was. I saw her too.
She could have dropped off.
Certainly she did.
We've
Okay.
lost 20
Let's
people.
move to the next person. My capacity PDT, the Kwara State Coordinator. I know he has so many engagements today. My PDT, are you still here?
What name?
Rotariana Yodeji Olagunju.
Yes, I'm here, my national coordinator.
Okay, please. Quick. Yes, sir.
Good evening, distinguished PDG Allison, national coordinator and fellow peace advocates. Yeah, in Kwara, what we had a visit to the Hausa community at Sango. You know, usually in almost every community you have an environment they call Sango, and usually it's the Hausas that are predominant living there. So at that community, they have a Hausa community peace and stability as kind of an association. So we wrote to them that would like to meet with them to commemorate the World Peace Day. They acknowledged us. Luckily for us, Sunday was exactly their own meeting day too for the executive. So we were able to key into that. And we went there, explained to them what Rotary is all about, and then the action group, the Rotary Action Group for Peace. And then we told them our objectives. And they also mentioned to us that it's as if we're there when they were setting up their own association too, that it has the same thing with what we stand for. And we also asked them to tell us what their intentions are when they started the association, if I may call it that. They have quite a number of people, enlightened people. We did not speak in English because we have the locals among them, but most of them are able to speak Yoruba because they've been here for a long time. So we communicated majorly in Yoruba language, but I'm able to also speak Hausa, so we're able to put it all together. And we met with the executives, the president, they have the chairman, they have a vice chairman, they have secretary, they have treasurer, they have elders amongst them like that. And then we had a very good discussion. And then they were happy to also tell us some of the problems they have in promoting peace, and that they would love it if we can come to meet with their people and then speak with them, so that it will not be they are the only one talking about it. You know, sometimes when you speak with your people over and over, they may not necessarily want to absorb you. After some time, they feel it's just a child's play. But if a stranger is coming in, they tend to, and then saying the same thing, they tend to agree and try to work in line. So we've told them to write us a letter so that it becomes formal, and then they fix a date for us, and then we are going to be there in our numbers. That day, I was there with all the presidents in Ilorin, of the clubs in Ilorin. It was a collaboration, you know, so that we'd be able to raise the fund. We, as an action group, we have not really started running any account. So for us to be able to entertain them, we had to work with the presidents of clubs. So in that gathering, we had about 9 club presidents that were present there. And then we had some of our members and then some other Rotarians who were there with us. We had a banner that we mounted, and at the end of the day, we had a group photograph. It was an impactful outing, and then that is the first major event that we have done in Kwara. And like you said, it will spur us to be able to do more, because by the time we shared it on the platform of Rotary, we started seeing some interest and then some people liking it, and hopefully that will also assist the growth of our membership. And then it also will assist us to be able to do more with clubs, Rotary clubs in Kwara, and then we'll be able to achieve much more than what we have achieved in the past. By and large, that is what we did on the World Peace Day in Kwara. Thank you. And then we share the pictures on the various platform of Rotary Action Group for Peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my PDT. Indeed, when I read the report of that project, it was very insightful. You know, when you said you spoke Hausa and also spoke Yoruba, many might not really understand the import of such nuances and flexibility to such demography. You know, it certainly increased the acceptability of your messaging and your representation, and that has provided a very important entry point. When I read the reports, I saw how they wash their hands off the banditry accusation or the attack on farmers, which is
Yes.
also very important. Yes. And indeed, I'm glad that they invited the team for a larger engagement. We shall work closely to, organize that interface, because we need to maximize that opportunity to pass salient message across, but most importantly, create a sustainable relationship with them going forward. So really, I want to congratulate you and your team for that very remarkable intervention. And we have pockets of them littered everywhere in the country. So the successes you are making at that level would inform other advancements in other states as well. So thank you for that initiative, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, sir. Okay, at this juncture, I want to turn to Kaduna State and invite the Kaduna State Coordinator, Rotarian Lukman Dayo Babatunde, to share insights of activities of the World Peace Day. Rotarian Lukman.
Yeah, good evening, my leaders on the call. All protocol duly observed. Our celebration of this year's International Day of Peace started on before the day on Wednesday 17th. We were so lucky to have the DG in town, so we were having an induction and investiture of one of the Director General of the state agencies here in Kaduna, who has been very supportive to our activity. So we invested him as a peace ambassador, and the DG was there to decorate him. So that's just a build up to the day. So on the D-Day, we collaborated with just like the Kwara program. We had a collaboration with an NGO here in Kaduna. The convener of the NGO lives in a monolithic environment, a place we call Rigasa, where we have the largest concentration of Hausa people, and majorly they are all Muslims. In fact, I can say 99 of the residents there are Muslims that are Hausas. So the convener of the NGO was very interested in sensitization on drug abuse, because it's an endemic in the community. But because she's a daughter of the soil, she believes that no one will take her serious. They will not really listen to her. So she begged for a collaboration with the Rotary Action Group for Peace, knowing that I posted some times ago in a separate platform, different from Rotary, is a platform of all CSO in Kaduna where I notified them of my participation in the National Counterterrorism Center initiative on the Community Violence Reduction Program. So she sorted for a partnership that she would like us to come to the community and invite the NDLE, the NAFDAC, the Kaduna Bureau of Substance Abuse, Kaduna Vigilante Service, the Nigerian Police Force to come and have a talk with the drug users. So on as early as possible on a Sunday, on the D-Day, we were there with our team. We set up the hall. Actually, she provided the hall for the event and the sound system. But any other thing, it was a Rotary that took over, and we directed the program, the refreshments, the banners. But at a point, I was scared because when those drug users started trooping in, thank God that she had made a prior arrangement for vigilante service and Nigerian police force. They were fully on ground because at a point I was scared that wow, whatever happens here today, I'm already involved in this already. But we thank God we have some community leaders, religious leaders that were invited as well, which these people have they revere them a lot. Like the Akimi like the community leader, the district leader of the place was well represented. Former senator of the zone, Senator Sani Sali, who is our patron in Kaduna, was there. And the representative of Nigerian police, the commissioner of police. So because of those eminent people that were present, so those guys really behaved that day, and we achieved what we actually went there for. All in all, we give God the glory. It was a good outing, and we have pasted our report on our platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my Kaduna State Coordinator. Indeed, I went through those reports from the district governor's engagement to the drug reduction program. They are very insightful. Of course, drug menace is a pervasive issue across Nigeria. So such interventions can only be scaled and sustained because it addresses one of the root causes of violence extremism in the country. So thank you for that initiative. I love the idea that you shared your activities at other professional forums. And that is what we encourage. It's not just what we are doing is not just for Rotary or within Rotary cycle. Put it out there, leverage, collaborate, enhance impact. That is the objective. And so far, you and a few other state coordinators have really, latched on to such initiatives to do what you do bigger and more impactful. Thank you so
Okay.
much for that
Okay, thank you, sir.
intervention.
Let me quickly add, sir, that all our
Yeah.
presentations that day were done in Hausa language, including the keynote speaker and the panel sessions. They were conducted strictly in Hausa language. Thank you.
Beautiful. Context specificity is very important. Knowing your audience is very important. It will make no sense for someone like me to go there to say I want to facilitate and then be speaking English to people that wouldn't understand. So it's very important that we pay attention to those key things. My only concern is the security aspect. When collaborating, please ensure to know the totality of arrangements in place. Leave nothing to chance, especially securitization of the premises of the intervention. It's very, very important. I think that was an assumption that you expected them to handle, which they did. But next time, please ensure you are in the know of every probability that is at play. Thank you so much once again, sir. Okay. Let me now invite the FCT coordinator, Rotarian Dr. Nimi Lawrence, to give his account of activities that happened in the Federal Capital for the World Peace Day and the World Peace Week.
Okay. Good evening, all peace lovers that are on call here. Good evening, Alison Sanders. I especially greet you. Good evening, my coordinator and everybody. Just a brief account of what we did in FCT. Knowing full well that we are yet to have, am I being heard?
Yes, we can hear you, please.
Okay. Knowing full well that we are yet to have our pause yet. So the best we could do is to collaborate. And so within the week, to mark the week, the day, we had to collaborate with the Institute of Peace and Conflict Resolution, a governmental agency. Incidentally, the week also coincided with the 25th anniversary of the Institute of Peace and Conflict Resolution. So a number of activities were carried out to commemorate the World Peace Day. Of course, we all know that the caption of this year's Peace Day is Act Now for a Peaceful World. And so we collaborated with them, and a number of activities were carried out. First that we did, the first thing we did was we had to visit the orphanage home at Apo Wasa to give them some gift items, and also to speak to them on the need for a peaceful coexistence. Within the week, we also had a press conference with robust media coverage, and our action group was also very much represented. We also had a workshop on mental health. We also had a podcast to talk about peace, and Rotary Action Group, in conjunction with other non-governmental organizations, all were present, and we had a podcast and properly addressed the masses on the need for peace in the world. The week also I had a Jumat prayer at the National Mosque for our Muslim brothers and sisters on Friday. And then on Sunday, for Christians, we had a church service, a prayer service, special prayer service at the source of Church of Assumption at Sokoro. And then the week culminated to having a peace walk, national peace walk. And the DG, District 9127, was ably present by herself with other Rotarians, and we had a good walk. And in all these activities, the action group was properly represented. A blogger was there to cover the event, but incidentally, I've not seen his blog. I've not seen his blog, but I think right now I just remembered. I think after now I'll call him and say it's better late than never. And in brief, that's exactly what we did for the week. Although because of the weekdays, all the activities was majorly weekdays, so a number of peace lovers were not, really present as expected. But then it was a week, that was filled with activities, and everything was fine. I think in brief, that's what we were able to do for the week, apart from having a presentation in clubs, different Rotary clubs, to talk about peace. That's in summary what we were able to do within the week. Photographs were also shared. Some of the photographs that were taken were also shared. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my FCT coordinator. Indeed, peak photographs were shared, amongst which I was beautifully collating in preparation for this meeting till PHCN pulled the rug off my feet. but I'm sure in our next meeting, I'll be able to project all the beautiful works that were done across the states of Nigeria in commemoration of the World Peace Day. Thank you for rendering that very insightful account.
Thank you.
Okay, at this juncture, we want to turn to District 9141 and invite a very capacity Rotarian as well, the Edo State Peace Coordinator Rotarian Evelyn Nekban Imode. Please, ma, you have the floor.
Good evening, my national chair. Good evening, my Rotary leaders and peace builders in the house, and happy Sunday. And indeed, it was a fruitful outing from Edo State. The Rotary Action Group for Peace, Edo State branch, in partnership with Rotary clubs in Edo State, successfully commemorated the International Peace Day 2026 with a media briefing held in Benin City. This template was put together from the national, and we followed suit. I want to commend and thank other states that did before us. Indeed, we used that very well to gather ourselves and do what we were asked to do. And I hope that, I guess we did it well. Again, I want to thank our district chair, Bimina, also for working with us too. A major highlight was the flag off of the National Community Violence Reduction Program, NCVRP. That's in partnership with the federal government through the Office of the National Security Advisor. We all knew that this will support grassroots peace and security assessment and deepen collaboration with governments, traditional rulers, religious leaders, civil societies, and business enterprises. After this flag off, I started talking with some of them, and we are planning to put some other things together. However, even though we're having some little challenges here and there, trying to put ourselves together, trying to make some clubs to buy into what we're about to do, because this was a little bit new for some of them, and we understand. We know that time to time they will key into it properly when we are doing future ones. I mentioned other clubs that did before us, their videos, their posts, we kept sharing from theirs to us so that they will understand what we were trying to advertise. And on that day, they came. We engaged the media with a media coverage, the two major media coverage in the media houses in Edo State, Independent Television and Edo Broadcasting Service. And we had a 3-day social media campaign and the release of video jingles. We also followed suit with River State, and it was beautiful to expand public awareness and on peace building. We try to convince most of the clubs that it's not just a fun fair, though we had challenges. Most clubs are fighting financial issues, but they just have to understand that this is one of the key area of focus in Rotary, because anytime you introduce something, they want to ask, which business does it have with Rotary? So we'll still keep talking to them to understand. 8 clubs key into it, and on that day we had 3 presidents that were present that day. So our recommendations was one, to broader participation of more Rotary clubs in Edo State to increase sensitization on peace building. Peace cannot be overemphasized. It's not something that we'll toy with, so everybody must put hands on deck to make it good. Then 2, stronger collaboration with security agencies, governments. And because I work with government, I had to start sharing all our posts to all the various government groups that I belong, and it started bringing awareness to them that, oh, Rotary is into this too. Okay, I think I'll join Rotary. I think I'll join Rotary Action Group for Peace. So we are on that too. So that's the outing so far. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Key things were highlighted, how you leveraged what I think that would be Delta State that did the press briefing before Edo State. The beautiful work they did, you shared it to really sensitize Rotarians and gather their trust. And how you also shared it across other professional platforms to create awareness, and that have also sparked up in more interest to join Rotary. We had similar responses when we did our election observation mission. Seeing us in the field, they were like, "Oh, Rotary does election observation mission. We would like to join Rotary, etc." So yes, I can understand Rotarians not being familiar with this kind of intervention. And like you said, when we do it next year, we wouldn't be doing it next year because we've already launched it in Edo State. Is now other components and aspects of the program that we'll be implementing. Having said that as well, I think as we progress, Rotarians will naturally, tilt towards this kind of sustainable initiative. I must emphasize that was sustainable because we recognize the fact that we can't get the kind of resources we need to build peace within the Rotary community. We need to leverage, we need to partner, we need to collaborate, we need to work with the Nigerian government to have more access, more resources, more buy-in to really be able to do impact. So thank you very much for being amongst one of the few states that have done this very bold intervention. And congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, my
Yes, you saw her,
national
right?
coordinator. Yes, that is the
Yes,
Niger State.
yes.
Back.
I'm reversing. Fauzi, we invited you earlier to give an account of the intervention you did in commemoration of the World Peace Day.
Yes, good evening, my chair.
But you were not on the call. Mention.
Sorry about that. My
Yes,
battery
please.
went down, so I had to
It's okay.
charge the phone. Yes.
Excellent.
Thank you
You have
very
the floor
much.
now.
Yes, all right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I remain Rotarian Abubakar Fauzia Kure, the Niger State Coordinator, Rotary Action Group for Peace. So for we in Niger, we had series of events. We started with the webinar, the peace building webinar, talking about the team acting now for a peaceful world, where we had a good number of participants. We had a speaker and also partners. I think we had about 5 to 6 partners coming in also to bring in their members. And after that, we did our press briefing on the upcoming projects, where we had the Al Jazeera media house coming in to cover it, and then we have it published in the newspaper, and we still have 1 to 2 more newspapers coming in. We also joined the Women Advocating for Gender Solutions and Mentorship to sensitize women in MENA here on the role of women in peace building. And also, we joined the Rotary Club of MENA City on Thursday during their fellowship. I was the speaker, and we sensitized them on the role of every Rotarian and every other person around on their action for peace building, to take action for peace building. So basically, these are the activities that we're able to do to commemorate the World Peace Day. And we hope that all we've said during the sensitizations and the briefings, we hope that the youths and everyone around will take action for a peaceful world. We also use the opportunity to do the membership drive, in all of these activities. And it's good to know that we have more people coming in very soon to join the Rotary Action Group for Peace. I think that will be all for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Manager State Peace Coordinator. We saw, I think I participated in the webinar. It was very, very insightful. A very seasoned facilitator, conducted that session. And then we also saw the pictures of the press briefing. So we congratulate you for the efforts. And indeed, we didn't expect less from your state, and you lived up to that expectation. Thank you so much for all you do for peace.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I don't know if Rotary and Miriam has rejoined us. Okay, if she hasn't, let's quickly move to the next person. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I would like to invite the happening state. She needs to tell us the secret of what is happening in Delta. No other than the Delta State Coordinator and her team, Rotarian Mfon Otite Douglas, to give us an account of the activities in the states in commemoration of the World Peace Day.
Good evening, my capacity coordinator. Good evening, all peace activists on this call.
Good evening.
It was indeed a pleasure for us this commemorating the Peace Day, World Peace, International Peace Day. In Delta State, initially we had thought that it would be like just the chapters or the branches event, but at the last minute, clubs in Warri, like I remind us that Warri is unlike most other chapters. Delta State is unlike most other chapters. We are very far flung. So I'm based in Warri, so 12 clubs in Warri joined in. Others that wanted to were too late and we had to turn them down. So we had a media briefing as directed by the national body, and we had it reported in AIT, Delta Radio Television, Crown FM, independent newspapers, Vanguard newspaper, and a host of online media. We also had marked the Peace Week, the Peace Day itself on Saturday 20th, where we had a peace summit. That summit was initially meant for the leaders, chairmen, youth chairmen, and secretaries from Warri South local government, which is in a crisis right now. Even though they had given us their word to attend, but at the last minute, we heard that they had some fracas and couldn't come out. Fortunately, we had made a plan B, so which we kicked in immediately, where we brought in some youths from some tertiary institutions, and so it went on well. We had as our speaker the CSP Temi, who happens to be a Rotarian, and the DPO of the finest, I repeat, police station in Africa.
Wow.
And then we had also as a speaker somebody from the Drug Law Enforcement Agency to come talk to the youth on mental health. We also had somebody from the government, the SSA, on mass mobilization, was one of the speakers, and we had a pastor whose name is Pastor Darling. He also spoke to the youth. And we also took the opportunity to just give a hint on what Positive Peace was all about. Then on Sunday, the district hosted a Zoom meeting where we had as our guest speaker past Rotary International President Sheka Mehta speak to us. And of course, we also keyed into that event. And just yesterday, our co-chair, who was appointed barely 3 weeks ago, could mobilize the Asaba axis. And we had all the clubs in Asaba going out for a peace walk yesterday. And then they also mounted a billboard yesterday. So those were our activities for yesterday. And the event was aired on NTA Asaba. So we thank you very much. We hope that now that Asaba is on stream, Rivers ain't seen nothing yet. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you, PNG Informer, for all you do. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Wow, congratulations. I can feel the excitement in your pulse and your voice. But please, you have to crawl before you walk. Before you start challenging rivers, stabilize first.
I have already blackmailed her that she's no longer just Rivers. She's now in charge of the district. So
I'm
all of us
telling you.
must be on the same page. He has no choice.
Indeed. When I saw the activities from Delta State, I'm like, what is going on? And indeed, you wowed us all. 4 projects and counting, 4 very massive projects. I'm not sure I've seen the pictures of the conference. I know I saw the pictures of it before the event when they said the venue was ready, but I'm not sure I've seen the action pictures. So please share it on all platforms as well so that other state coordinators can have an idea of
My coordinator, follow our page. Follow our
I'm following
page.
your page now. I'm following the Facebook page, man. But we've not shared it on the WhatsApp platforms. That's what I mean.
All right, sir, I'll do so.
Okay, thank you so much and congratulations. And now, the last but not okay, we've not gotten there yet. I've not spotlighted Bayelsa. Okay, I would like to invite the Bayelsa State Coordinator, Rotary Mabel. I hope she's on the call with us. Rotary Mabel, okay. I know that she was on earlier. My Rotarian. Okay. She's not on the call presently. We would keep an eye for her in case she doubles back. Now we turn our torchlights to Anambra State to invite the Anambra State Coordinator, Rotarian Obiudu Chidi Matthew, to give us insights of what happened in the state. I think.
Good evening, my national chair and fellow peace ambassadors on call. My name is Rotarian Obiudu Chidi. Rotary Club of Oka Smithtown is my club. And it's been a very busy week for us over here in Anambra. Although I'm just coming out of an event where we were celebrating the New Yam Festival of my community, of which I was inducted to adulthood phase with a title, Nwaki Ibie Nsugbe Oruma. Going straight to the report of what we did in Anambra. First of all, we started with an advocacy visit to the local government chairman of Anambra East Local Government Area in the person of Honourable Ifeanyi Chukwu Chinweze, of which we met with the youth leaders and also introduced the Rotary Action Group for Peace to them, what it stands for, and what they intend to gain from it. After which he was decorated with the Rotary Action Group for Peace polo and cap. Then going further, we went to the Royal Highness, His Majesty Igwe Okebo of Umueri, who celebrated his New Yam Festival. There we spoke about Rotary Action Group for Peace. And in that event, we also decorated him with our polo and cap. And he became interested in our activities. Then I itemized our programs. It is 8 in number. One is we had a joint peace fellowship, which was conducted in Anambra, Nnewi, and Oka. These are physical joint fellowships, peace fellowships. After which we had a virtual joint fellowship that brought in all the Rotarians in Anambra State. In that very seminar, we had the presence of Rotarian SP Ikenga Tochi, who is the police PPRO of Anambra State. He spoke to us on the topic of this year's International Peace Day. Then also Rotarian Professor Chukwuemeka Jajanwanebo, who is a director, Institute for Peace, Security and Development Studies, IPSDS, now in the Ezekiel University, Oka, spoke to us too. We had a walk, after which we equally had a press briefing. That is a day before the International Peace Day, where we have the pressmen and also those that are journalists that published our outing on various newspapers. Then I had the privilege of joining Rotarians and Retractors in Nnewi to commission a peace billboard. This took place yesterday at Nnewi, after which we equally had a little time with the local government chairman of Nnewi North and some stakeholders in Nnewi to talk about this year's theme, Act Now for a Peaceful World, especially now that we are about to embark on an election. Anambra State government election will come up on the 8th of November. So a lot of discussions was held towards that and the role each stakeholders are expected to play to ensure that there is a peaceful election, both before, during, and after the election. We had the radio programs, Rotarians and the Rotary Action Group for Peace in Nnewi, Onitsha, and Oka visited the radio stations to speak on this year's topic and also advise members of the state to be law-abiding, especially now we're about to embark on an election on November 8th. All these activities were what we did in Anambra to commemorate this year's International Peace Day in Anambra State. Tomorrow being Monday, there is another group in Onitsha that they partner with a club to have a walk and sensitize the public about this year's event. I will equally push in a comprehensive report with pictures and videos of all the activities that was held in Anambra State for this year's event. Thank you, my chair.
Thank you so much, my capacity Anambra State Peace Coordinator. Yes, we've seen a handful of evidentials from you. Was among the informations that were collated, ready to be broadcasted at this meeting. You know, your engagement with the Honourable, with the traditional ruler, the press briefing, etc. Anambra State, Delta State, Rivers State had multiple overwhelming number of projects within this period, and we congratulate you also. Thank you very much for all you do for peace building in the state. Okay, the last but certainly not the least is our district peace chair for Rotary International District 9141 and Rivers State peace chair Rotarian Ibimina Damina Boamachi. Please, ma, you have the floor.
Good evening, National Chair. Good evening, National Chair. Good evening, peace builders. So in commemoration of the International Day of Peace 2025, the Rivers State branch collaborated with several Rotary clubs in Rivers State and the Universal Peace Federation Rivers State Chapter to carry out a series of activities in answer to the call to act now for a peaceful world. So between September 10th and 18th, 2025, we had zonal fellowships across the states. These fellowships were organized in partnership with the Rotary clubs, and then we had some guest speakers from Universal Peace Federation in Rivers State. In total, we had 38 Rotary clubs that participated in these zonal meetings under 10 zones, with a cumulative attendance of over 360 participants across the state. We had 7 distinguished guest speakers. So we tried to get guest speakers outside Rotary so that it will not be the normal faces, it will not be the normal style of presentation we have been experiencing. So we tried to feature peace ambassadors outside that are not Rotarians. The only Rotarian that was featured as one of the speakers was PDG Nzanizo, and then the Rotary Peace Fellow, who is the programs manager of the Action Group Rivers State branch. So this was what we achieved for the zonal fellowships. On Saturday, the 20th of September, we inducted our first ever peace ambassador, His Majesty Eze Professor Thales Linyebushi Eke, the Eze Bakabaka, the 7th. This induction ceremony was conducted by our very own Rotary Foundation trustee, PDG Joma Pel Okoro. It was a very, very profound event. This was actually carried out at the location where we're carrying out our project commissioning. After the induction and the other ceremonies of the day, our peace ambassador actually hosted members of the action group to a grand reception. And in course of hosting us at that reception, he conferred an honorary citizenship of Evo Kingdom on the Rivers State Coordinator for the Rotary Action Group of Peace. So the Evo Kingdom is made up of over 23 communities, and he has pronounced that honorary citizenship and gave her full rights and benefits to all as will be earned by every indigene of any of the Evo Kingdom communities. This was a great surprise, and then this recognition is dedicated to all members of the Rotary Action Group for Peace Rivers State branch. After the induction, we had a commissioning of a peace monument on Saturday, 20th September 2025. 29 clubs in Rivers State participated, collaborated with the Rotary Action Group for Peace for this project. This project is located at the UTC roundabout, very close to the Rivers State Government House. The monument was unveiled by Peace Ambassador His Majesty Eze Leslie Eke and our Rotary Foundation trustee, PDG Joma Pel Okoro. The initiative was widely applauded as both timely and symbolic, particularly as it coincided with the period just a day after the governor of Rivers State was reinstated after the period he was out of office. The monument's inscription of the theme, Act Now for a Peaceful World, reinforced its resonance and relevance to the socio-political realities in Rivers State. It's a 4-way monument, so from any angle you're coming from, right, left, north, south, east, or west, you'll be seeing the same inscription on both sides. We intended to make these monuments at 2 locations, both for the cost and then the number of clubs that participated. We're hoping to continue to bloom that monument where it is and look forward to getting more monuments at strategic positions across the states. After which we had the press briefing. The press briefing was held in participation from presidents of the Rotary clubs, the Peace Ambassador, and the Rotary Foundation trustee. This engagement, as we all know, followed an earlier strategic meeting on 13th August with the federal government of Nigeria through the National Counter-Terrorism Center, in partnership with the Great Child Foundation and the Rotary Action Group for Peace Nigeria Chapter, where this program was launched. We informed the people of the press and everybody there that this represents a transformative shift towards non-kinetic, people-centered approaches to peace and security, with the objectives lying around rebuilding trust, strengthening communities, and addressing root causes of violence, including poverty, exclusion, hate, and tolerance. The message from that press briefing went far and wide. Several media houses, print media, social media across Rivers State. And then on the 21st of September, which was the D-Day for the International Peace Day, we had our mega meeting, which was series 3 of our monthly series, Uniting for Good Through Peace in our Rotary clubs. This was in collaboration with all Rotary clubs in District 9141. We featured Rotary past president, Rotary International past president, Sheka Mehta, who served in 2021-2022 Rotary year. He delivered a profound address on the theme, Act Now for a Peaceful World. The session was well attended with Rotarians across the globe, and then significant commitments and pledges were made towards global understanding. Public image and media engagement. All our activities marking the International Day of Peace were extensively publicized, achieving broad visibility across both traditional print and digital media platforms. On the 21st of September, at the dawn of the day itself, a peace message was thrown into the air, which was sponsored by the Rotary Action Group for Peace River State Branch and the 29 Rotary clubs on the 2025 years team, Act Now for a Peaceful World. It was aired continuously live on radio at several intervals on that day and several social media platforms. All our TV activities were widely covered on AIT and Galaxy TV. Port Harcourt Media newspaper, Daily Champion, Punch Nigeria carried the news of our activities. Nigeria Info and Wazobia FM was all buzz with all activities and our message of peace for that day. Several social media amplifications further extended the impact and reach of the commemorations. In all of these activities, we want to extend our profound appreciation to the executives and members of the River State Branch, the leadership of the Nigerian chapter, president and members of the 29 Rotary clubs that collaborated with us, assistant governors that motivated and worked with their club presidents to ensure that they participate in these clubs. We really give credit to the assistant governors through whom we worked to reach out to the clubs and carry out these projects. We also appreciate our own IEP ambassador, PDG Nzanizo, for his availability and support to the action group, and then the Universal Peace Federation Rivers State Chapter for their support in providing some of the faculties for the sections. This year's commemoration demonstrated a clear commitment to the advancement of peace, dialogue, and unity. Through fellowships, symbolic monuments, public engagements, and high-level advocacy, the Rivers State branch effectively advanced the cause of peace in alignment with the global call to act now for a peaceful world. These collective efforts reinforce the Rotary Action Group for Peace Enduring Mission to cultivate a sustainable culture of peace across Rivers State, Nigeria, and the global community. Our report from Rivers State Branch. Thank you all.
Wow. Congratulations, congratulations. Wow. I was getting those evidentials and they were so overwhelming. From the Peace Week, every day there were club meetings, joint club fellowship on peace, many of which I missed due to I traveled within the period and all that, but they were indeed overwhelming. And when I saw the icing on the cake, the peace ambassador conferment and the erection of that peace monument, I was just simply speechless. Congratulations to you and most especially the executive members of the Rivers State branch, and of course all Rotarians in the state for those passionate efforts for peace building. Indeed, I know it's not an easy feat to coordinate all that, to get a buy-in from all those group of people and Rotarians especially. So I can imagine the tremendous work and impeccable work you've done to get this far. So I congratulate you most especially, my chair. I didn't know you carried out the media briefing. I'm not sure I've gotten pictures of that. I've seen pictures of so many other things, maybe got sandwiched in between, but I looked out for it. I'm like, Delta did, Edo did theirs. I'm sure River State would have done that, but I thought maybe River State was overwhelmed with activities and maybe deferred it for later. So please let's have the evidentials of the media briefing as well so that we can archive it. Very important. Okay. Time is fast spent, and at this juncture, we want to quickly spotlight state coordinators that carried out this press briefing. If you look at this picture, IB, you are not there because I wasn't aware that River State implemented that intervention. So I hope these coordinators are still on the call with us. We've had your feedback on this program. We wanted particularly to know how the engagement was with the media. What kind of questions did they ask? How excited, if any, if they were excited, or how concerned were they in the course of this engagement? Of course, IB, feel free to also participate since you did this, even though your picture is not spotlighted, please. We want to get these insights. How was it? How was the reception? How is the expectation? So that it will inform our next few conversations. Please, you have the floor. Delta, Edo, Anambra, Rivers, Niger.
My name is Rotary and Evelyn Ekpemode from Edo State. That press briefing was an eye-opener to the journalists. They were really not aware that there was any flag of such from the federal level. And we talked extensively about the national community reduction and referring to the 3 senatorial districts in Edo State where we have crisis and how we're going to go about it in grassroots to tackle some challenges there. And they asked us if we're going to come to the media, that's a TV station or radio, to also answer some questions, which we agreed on doing that. And then they also asked us if we're going to use our local languages to also talk to the people about it, to inform them more that they need to know more about the project that we are going to undergo. So far, those broadcasting service, the broadcast was widely spread, though we didn't do it in other languages. There was no interpretation on that, so we promised to go back there. They were really happy about it. They want to know more about it, and which we want to also source more information so that we can cascade it down to the senatorial districts. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for those insights. Anambra, Delta, Niger, Rivers.
Sorry to I confirm with Douglas. For Delta State, they had opportunities for question and answer sessions. Most of them didn't know anything about the Rotary Action Group for Peace, and we're interested in knowing what it was all about, and we let them know that even non-Rotarians could hop on board. We also the main issue we had, which was our fear, was had to do with the delineation issue. Of course, that came up, but fortunately, we were on ground early enough before the time, and we had done a JOJO before the event, and had also let them know that we don't take sides, so we don't have an opinion on that issue, except to try to talk to all parties, engage with all parties, for them to see the need for peace. So the delineation issue is a big deal, and it's
True.
even on air today. It's still on. So that's basically it.
Okay. Thank you. That is the importance of being informed about local realities. Indeed, your team maneuvered it rather professionally. Well done. Ma. Okay. Insights from Anambra, Niger, Rivers, please. You have the floor.
So from us as at Rivers, like I said, the event held on Saturday as well, and just the day after the governor was being stated. So there was more focus on the impact of this movement, on the impact of this on what the future of the security and political situation and security in the state as a result of this NCVRP program that is being launched. For the action group, there's a lot of awareness because over the period we have been having a lot of collaborations with several peace entities. So of course, a lot of partners are aware, but the focus is on how we're going to continue to build on these objectives of the NCVRP and ensure that there's peace in the state. Communities now have trust in governance, and then political parties, diverse political parties with different groups will be able to come together to work. But we only advocate, we can only continue to advocate for peace and dialogue and collaboration that way. And then we're seeing in the days after, the governor has continued to seek for oneness, unity, everybody dropping their various fractions and coming together to work. So our emphasis was on ensuring that we continue to work together. We called on the media to also not just be reporters, but also help us in managing the information, because whatever they give out to the public has its own ripple effect. So we called on them to avoid any form of disinformation and then verifying information before they give out to the public, because this will go a long way in taking care of the situation, the tension in the state. The trustee, club presidents, and the peace ambassador also give a lot of nods to this contribution. And then the focus is on Rivers State coming back to its feet, where there is peace, and then reducing violence, a lot of drug issues and all that among the youths and all of that. So we're hoping that as we continue to go, well, there are a lot of windows now for collaboration and further engagement. We're not going to just stop at what we did on the 20th, but we're looking at a lot of engagement that give us platform to continue to reiterate these objectives. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much indeed. A lot of opportunities for collaboration and engagement. At the national level, we are needing a lot of that. And of course, in due course, when they start materializing, we would cascade it to the state levels and beyond. Okay, I'm not sure that the Anambra State Coordinator and Niger State Coordinator are available. Those insights from the three states will run with it to our next conversation. So what you have on your screen is the policy framework and national action plan for preventing and countering violence extremism. Currently, this national document is being reviewed, at the national level, and we are involved in this process. A key deliverable of this review, by the time the new document is launched, it is expected that every state creates, adapts, and creates their own state PCVE action plan for the Nigerian government for each of the states. And then it is required for each state to formulate an implementation committee. So currently we are part of this at the national level, and it is expected that at the various state level we'll be part of it. And that is why we've prioritized this intervention with the press briefing, with other activities. We need to take initiative and show capacity. So imagine being in a committee with your state governor, because violence is a very serious issue. Insecurity is a very serious issue in the front burner of Nigeria. So from the presidency, it is required that implementation committees are created. And that is why we are hammering on proactiveness. Congratulations to states that have issued their press briefing. We've taken the initiatives and have hit the ground running in these states. We want to strongly encourage other states in the next 2 weeks. We need to have more of this press briefing in various states. What this does is that first, it shows our presence in each of those states, and secondly, speaks to our proactiveness and actionability to be able to run with these initiatives and work closely with the government. Like I said earlier, to actualize what we are aiming to achieve in terms of activating positive peace, we need to work closely with the government of Nigeria. They have the peace architecture, the peace infrastructure, the resources for peace, the legitimacy for peace, the acceptability for peace. So that is why it's very important that we position ourselves strategically to be able to, collaborate with these entities and at the larger fora. So this will be adapted at the state level, will be done at the local government level. And with the efforts we are making at the national level, we are hopeful that we will be involved in the process across board. But then to achieve that, we need state coordinators, especially to be at the driver's seats and be in charge of these interventions. I'll leave it at this for now. As we progress, it will become clearer. And I hope that state coordinators on the call that are yet to implement the press briefing program will hearken to this clarion call. In the coming weeks as well, we will commence the grassroots assessment. We'll be working closely with the National Orientation Agency. That is an entity that has infrastructure across the 774 local governments. We'll also be working closely with the Human Rights Commission, another entity that has the spread we need. So indeed, we are getting more intense and more serious with our peace building journey. So please roll up your sleeves. Just know that the work is just beginning. We've not even started. Okay. Now to tone down on the tension, Agenda 4 speaks to our resource mobilization initiative. I wouldn't dwell on this because of time. We all are already familiar with it. We share it at interval. We encourage Rotarians that have resources to spare for peace building to please come on board. So far, we have a few that have really come to our aid and pool these resources for us to do what we do. And recently, we have another addition to that number. We've gotten the commitment of Rotarian Oluri Beneta Abuge as a peace builder trailblazer. That means she has pledged to commit 300,000 naira to peace building in Nigeria. So we appreciate her and thank her for her magnanimity and resourcefulness. She joins the pool of other donors, PAG Danta Tandos, Dr. Safia, my humble self, the Cross River State Peace Coordinator, the Anambra State Peace Coordinator, and PAG Omobola Odushoga. Project updates, I'm not sure I was able to update this before the light ran out. So we still have the old figure of 11. I'm sure you can attest that with all the projects you've heard, the numbers totally dwarfs what we have currently. I'm sure by the next meeting we'll have the real number. Ongoing projects, the Peace Builder Club initiative is still ongoing. Just to remind us that registration for cohort 2 for the HDP course is still ongoing. Please register. Certification for this course for cohort 1 just came out. Certificates endorsed by the American University, by Nasarawa State University, and Adamawa State University, who are official partners of the Action Aid HDP Academy. We congratulate the 51 successful participants who took the course and passed the quiz out of 100. And out of that number, I think about 30 plus have so far gotten their certificates. We encourage those who are yet to get theirs to please sign up and become active members of the chapter, as this training is free, certification is free, but it is only free to active members of the chapter. So please meet the criteria. If it requires registration, please register and pay your subscription. If it requires renewal of your payment, please renew to get your certificate. At this juncture, we are on AOB question and answer, and the floor is open for any questions. At this point, I'll stop sharing so I can see if any hand is up. Please feel free to jump in and ask your question or raise your hand to be spotlighted. The floor is open. Quickly, let's try and close in the next 5 minutes, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir. My question is, I just saw the notification for this in a group I'm in, and that's ICRPC. So I just followed the link and I put in the ID, of course, and I joined. So I just want to find out, what does it take to be a member of this institute or a group, and what is the process like and everything? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I shared that on our platform. ICRPC, for those who don't know, is a very formidable institute for peace building and conciliation. I'm a fellow of that institute. So to directly answer your question, madam, this is the Rotary Action Group for Peace. Rotary is a membership-based organization, a humanitarian organization that addresses issues in the 7 areas of focus, and one of them is peace building and conflict prevention. To be a member of this group, I will circulate the membership registration form. All you need to do is to fill the form. We will assess the form, categorize you, and communicate to you officially. If you are assessed as an active member, which I think you should be as a member of the ICRPC, you'll be expected to pay a subscription fee, an annual dues of 23,250,000 naira, and a one-time induction fee of 10,000 naira, which you will get your kits, your certificate, and an electronic bylaw. So thank you for dropping by. I hope you find what we are doing interesting, and we look forward to you getting engaged with peace building with us at whatever state you are residing in, as we are scattered across the 36 states and Federal Capital Territory. Thank you once again.
Thank you too, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
I'll message you for a follow-up. Thank you, sir.
That's fine. That's fine. You already have my contact, so we can talk about it later. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay. Any other question or concern? I'm surprised and disappointed that Lagos State did not do any projects within this period. I know I saw Dr. Olatutu on the call. She's still with us, and PAG Balogun was also earlier with us. So please, state coordinators, we encourage you to prioritize the media briefing. Please, we'll still follow up with that conversation. but also for states that did not implement projects for the International Day of Peace, we will need to inquire why and what happened. But notwithstanding, that is not the beginning or end of peace building. So please get to work, I would say. I don't know if there's any question or any concern, any
I can't see any
clarification.
hands or anything, Pietro.
Yes, I can't either. That's why I want to quickly get back to sharing my screen so that we can wrap up. I think Rotarians might be winding down for the day. Okay. Okay, that's that for Q&A. We have a couple of announcements. The usual is the renewal of membership dues. So far, 56 members have renewed their membership of the chapter. We encourage others to please renew as well. The next announcement, I think I will personally have to hold a group meeting with some of the states that really we consider as being weak. I've delegated this particular responsibility to several leaders, including our peace zonal coordinators. And I think we need to engage more closely to really know what the challenges might be. I'm not really happy that states like Oyo, Kano, etc., Ogun State and co are not living up to expectation. These are states with huge number of membership registrations. We need to know what is happening and how we can assist. Okay, with that said, would any member move the motion for adjournment of this meeting? If nobody is volunteering to move, I would have to invite. Please, the floor is open.
Hello, hi, Rotary Isioma Betty Okolo. Thereby move for adjournment. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my Rotarian. From what club is Rotarian Ihuomo Betty Okolo from? I'm from
Isioma Betty Okolo. I'm from Asaba Central. I'm serving as an AG now.
My capacity AG, your motion is sustained. Thank you very much for moving the motion.
Please, I dropped a message not too long ago. Yes, account details.
Account details, we usually circulate that. Is it for renewal or new payment, ma?
For renewal now, renewal.
Okay, so check for the renewal account details on that list. The account detail is there, ma.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, please. All right, ma. Please, a seconder to the motion.
I, Rotary Innocent Abu of Rotary Club of Governors, District Number 1. Number 1 number for seconded.
So second the motion for closure.
Thank you, Rotary Innocent Abu, for seconding that motion. Any additional secondment is null and void. Thank you, my Rotarian from 9111. We appreciate you, sir. At this juncture, I want to invite our capacity executive director to do what he does best, that is to charge us and close us out for this engagement. My ED, sir, please, you have the floor. Okay, I think he should be airborne by now.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. Okay, in the absence of our ED, I saw my PZC coming on and off. I don't know if Rotarian Said Jubril is still on the call with us. My capacity PZC. I've not heard your voice in this meeting. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. National Chair, I have challenge of network and I joined very late. My apology for that.
Sorry, sir.
Thank you so much.
Please do us the honor of giving us the final remarks, vote of thanks, toast, and adjourn the meeting, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for having time. I mean, it was a splendid one. It was eye-opening. It was an exposure all through to see that activities that were marked for the World International Peace Day has come to being, and we have recorded achievements from states and from reports we've had. It has been a remarkable one. We want to wish all of us a very pleasant moment, and we're hoping that we live by God's grace to see. Having said that, I have a cohort of the HGP coming up very soon, and I hope geared up for the training. It is going to be an impactful one, and it's going to be a learning avenue for all of us. Thank you so much. Vote of thanks. I think Alison is still with us. I want a thumb up and a lot of state zonal peace coordinators on call, senior Rotary leaders here from the beginning to this very particular time. Thank you for being wonderful persons you are. Let us propose a toast to Rotary Action Group of Nigeria, Rotary Action Group of Nigeria. Can we unmute and take a toast? And with our glass and with our thumbs, you can toast as well. Toast to our enviable Rotary leaders.
Toast to Rotary leaders.
Toast to our Rotary leaders.
All clubs in our districts.
All clubs in our
districts. Our district chairs.
Our district
Toast to our district chairs.
All of us Rotarians.
All of us Rotarians.
Rotarians and the world over.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my PZC. This meeting is adjourned, everyone, and good night.
Good night. Good night. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.